Blum! What do we got? Oh, wow. Videl team? My controller was going crazy, so I didn't get to see the versus screen. Seems like we got a Videl in all pink. Seems like we got some reversals. Up. Up. Running some Frieza today. Frieza for Halloween. When you think of Halloween, you think of Frieza. He's got a pumpkin head. Nah, I'm just kidding. Please get away from me. What in the heck? What was that? Just Dragon Ball things. Just things that happen in Dragon Ball. Damn, it'll be the last day of the Halloween colors. Had a good run. LLL, I'm dead, dead, dead. I'm too high for that. I'm gonna spark. Alright, he's gonna go crazy. He's going berserk. Wait for the super dash. Let's go. Layers. Get some coverage here. Combos. Bonk. Rocket kick. Oh. Frieza's L was a little bit too small. I interrupted my own eraser gun. Ooh, I'm hit. Why do I keep getting weird clashes with this guy? What are these weird clashes? Oh, my 5M didn't come out. Oh, that would have been cool if that would have landed. I didn't stand up. Going for a ride. Holy cow, what's happening? Will the scramble ever end? Find out next time. Had to fly down a bit there. I just made that up on the spot. Ah, the dodge. Dodged all my attacks. Man, I read that interview on stream that Hiroki put out, you know, recently, the last interview she ever did. It was interesting to hear that she was worried about Videl, like, said that they were worried about whether or not we would accept Videl being in the game. I thought that was an interesting concept. They're like, because Videl is a normal person, you know, would players accept her being in the game fighting all these, you know, aliens and superhumans and stuff? And to me, I think that's, I don't know, I've always found that question to be kind of silly, because it's a fighting game, you know? When it's a fighting game, you don't really worry about that kind of stuff, you know? Because it's like, you know, as someone who's been playing fighting games like forever, that's just always been a thing, you know? It's like, in Street Fighter, you never question how come Sakura can fight Akuma, you know? That's not a question. It's like, you know it's a fighting game, so you don't really worry about it. It's kind of like in Marvel 3, it's like, okay, how come Phoenix Wright can defeat Dormammu, you know? It's a fighting game. It doesn't matter. Because that brings me back to, like, I remember when Injustice was coming out, and a lot of, like, in interviews, people would ask Ed Boon, they're like, so are you going to explain how come people can fight against Superman? You know, are you going to explain why the Joker is able to fight against Superman? And it's like, bro, it's a fighting game. That's the answer. The answer is because it's a fighting game. But yeah, that's funny. And she said the reason she paired Videl with Saiyaman is to give an answer to that question of like, oh, how is she able to fight these guys? And it's like, oh, because she's got Gohan helping her. Just Frieza things. Down. What's gonna happen? Blow him up! Happy Halloween! Yeah! Let's go! Okay, who do we got now? Oh, okay. Hello, Captain, huh? He's on the A assist. I respect that. I think about A assist sometimes. Stay glued to him. Don't let him play the game. Game was designed for one player. Man, my team must be really spooky today, because today it's been extra hard to get matches. Feels like lately the one and done brigade they've been out in groves, dude. The one and done army. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it. The one and done army is out here strong lately, man. Like usually when I get on to record for DBFZ, it's just like, because I like to try and record sets, you know, like rather than like one-offs, but it gets hard. Like, it's actually really difficult. That was nice. It's actually really difficult to find, like, a combination of things. Like, a player who actually knows how to play. Like, no offense to anybody, but, you know, sometimes you fight people who are, like, definitely still learning. So, you know, I don't really want to upload anyone that's, like, in the learning process. So that's step one. Step two, is the connection good? That's a big one. But, like, most of the time the answer is hell no. And then step three, will they rematch? Sometimes you meet step one and step two, but then that's the most frustrating part, is that step three is very hard to reach, because I'll literally fight someone who's like pretty good or good, and like it'll be a green bar connection, you know, like stable green bar, and then after the first match they're gone, you know, they lose one game and they're out of there, and it's just like, damn, dude, like sometimes it's demoralizing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's demoralizing sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it could be like an hour, like sometimes more before I get one set with somebody. And it's just like, you would think it wouldn't be that hard to just get on a fighting game and find someone to fight, but man, let me tell you, it is challenging. JL got him. And a 1, 2, and a 3. Man, the Ginyu purple does look really good. That is a really good looking color for him. Crisscross. Not enough meter. Flying away. But man, yeah, as of now, I just recently finished doing all my match reviews for ECT. Man, that was a hype tournament, man. Whoa, LLL. That was a really hype tournament. Like, those matches were... I agree with the chat. Some of those matches felt iconic. And it's weird to call something iconic when, you know, it just happened, but I swear some of it felt that way. It felt like, man, these are... like, the matches felt memorable. I'm really happy about that. I don't feel like... because right now, I feel like the general feeling with DBFZ is like doom and gloom. You know, it's mostly like rollback delay complaints, and then different feelings about the... that was crazy. There's a lot of different feelings about the current balance of the game. But man, like, one thing that I feel like doesn't get enough credit is just how hype tournaments are right now. Like, watching tournaments is so fun. Got him. It's so very fun. And speaking in terms of balance, like, man, it's funny. I get some funny comments sometimes, like, you know what's the fastest way to tell if someone has nothing to do with this game, like if they don't play it, is if they come in and they talk about this game versus whatever the last version they played. Like, there'll be comments like, I can't believe they did such and such. Party game, you know? Basically, once you use the term party game, I'm just gonna assume that you don't actually play this game. That's kind of like my personal headcanon. I literally got a comment from somebody saying that buffing everyone is not a good way to do balance. Literally advocating for not everyone to be good like they are right now. Like, literally the whole cast is good. And I guess that's a bad thing. A game where you can pick anyone and have fun, that's a bad thing to some people. And that kind of stuff I'll just never understand. I'm incapable of understanding that. I do understand the circle, though. Oh, I messed that up. I got the mix and I messed it up. Can't do anything with that. Shoot him! The circle is such a banger, dude. Such a banger. But yeah, I love this game, man. Like, this game is so fun to me. Like, and I'm actually really happy with the way the balance is right now. I think some characters are a little overtuned, but when are they not? You know what I mean? Like, characters are always overtuned in this game, but I feel like it's the most manageable right now. Like, you can deal with it because of the fact that everyone is so good, you know? Because before, like in the fusion meta, it felt like only a select few were really good. It's like, in the fusion era, it felt like these characters are pretty good over here, but nah, these guys are the ones that are playing the game. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Like, you know, I felt like my team was good, but not necessarily like doing what was the best. But now I feel like what's good in this game is just playing, like, you know, the best neutral you can with your team. Holy cow. Rocket skates. But yeah, I feel like today it's like neutral is a lot more important than it used to be. And when that becomes the case, like, pretty much every character's good at that point. And there's so many different kinds of neutral. Like, I mean, you just saw it. GT, his neutral is to rocket skate into me. You know, my neutral is to fill the screen with garbage, you know? Frieza's neutral is to shoot you. Damasu's neutral is to fly away. Like, everyone's neutral is different, but good in its own way. I hate getting hit by that, because I always feel like you can get out of the way of it. That's a cool shot. The forward dash. Goku block mix. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that nowadays with how fast that is, I feel like that's pretty hard to react to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I react extremely late to that nowadays. I respect this. Tough, man. Plum! Oh, that's so cool. Celebrating Halloween with Pumpkin Frieza. But man, on a more positive note, on stream last night I finished Alan Wake on stream last night, and man, what an experience. Alan Wake 2, I mean. I beat Alan Wake 2. Like, man, what a game, dude. That's definitely my game of the year. Alan Wake 2. I loved it, man. The story of when you drop your combos is just so tragic. It's just such a tragic story. And everyone, you know, everyone understands it because they've all been there. We've all dropped our combos. But no, like, yeah, the story in Alan Wake 2 is it's just so good, man. It's like, it literally is one of my favorites in any game I've ever played, honestly. It's just the way everything comes together from, like, these multiple games. And even, like, within the game itself. Close. You know, like, the story has so many twists and turns you don't see coming, but you can see that there were clues to it the whole time. That's one of my favorite elements in a story, is when there's a big twist reveal and you're shocked, but at the same time you can look back and be like, oh, they did reference that early on. That's one of my favorite things. Debt? But yeah, I'm definitely gonna play through it again, like 100%. Like I'm 100% gonna play through it again very soon. Probably tonight, honestly. Because not only is the story amazing, but I really like the gameplay. Like, it's more like Resident Evil-ish gameplay. I really like that. And then, man, the open world aspect, because they kind of, like, with Alan Wake 2, they kind of went with like a Resident Evil 2/4, you know, kind of gameplay style with it, where, like, I would say like the combat of Resident Evil 2-ish mixed with Alan Wake 1, but the exploration of Resident Evil 4, where there's all sorts of things on the map. Like, by the time I got to the end, I felt like there was so much stuff that I didn't get, so many secrets. I just feel like that game is packed full of secrets that I gotta go through a second playthrough to get. I know that I missed a lot. And I was exploring. Don't think I was just rushing through, because I wasn't. I was exploring, but man, I feel like I missed a lot. And that's a good thing. It just means the game has a lot going on. But I'd be curious what chat, like, I keep saying chat, I'm not streaming, but let me know in the comments, like what you guys' game of the year is like, because this has been a monster year for games. I know a lot of people have said Spider-Man 2 is up there for them. Like, yeah, I had a lot of fun with Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. I do have my gripes with that game, though. I do have some pretty big gripes with it. I wouldn't say big gripes, but I do have some overall gripes. Like, I can't really get into it without spoilers, though. But let's just say there's some sections of the game that I just didn't enjoy. And I'm a big replay guy, right? Like, I love to replay games. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Like, if I really enjoy a game, I love playing through it, like, you know, again. And when I think about replaying Spider-Man 2, there are just certain sections that kind of, like, when I think about, like, damn, I'll have to do that again, it makes me not want to play. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, not to say the game is bad or I disliked it. Like, I feel like the highs of that game are so high. Like, all the Symbiote Peter stuff. The Symbiote Peter stuff to me is like an 11 out of 10. Like, the Symbiote Peter stuff just literally blew me away. Like, it was literally like everything I'd ever hoped to see. But some other things, not so much. Oh no. Overall, I did like the story, though. And the gameplay is fantastic. And I love all the side missions and stuff. But yeah, there's just a few things in Spider-Man 2 that, like, kinda, like, there's certain things I just wish they hadn't gone that route. Oh my god, he's so small I couldn't shoot him. About to get level 3'd. My man gave up all his blue life. In my opinion, right there, you should have just level 3'd with Goku Black. Level 3 with Goku Black, play with him, and have GT be an assist character. He got the hit, though. Level 3. He did the risky wall reflect. The risky wall reflect tech. I almost never expect people to do that. Obstacle course time. That beat my orb. Walk out of the corner. I told you I can't react to that for some reason. Oh my god! Oh my god, he was so determined to hit me. So determined to hit me! Woo. My man turned into a wild animal. But the crazy thing is, there's still some more good games to come before the year's even over. Like, another game I'm like really looking forward to is Mario RPG, like the remake. Okay, this time I'm not gonna scramble with him in the corner. Like that, those corners. Never mind, we're scrambling. Cause yeah, he really likes the corner. So when we get there, I'm gonna let him have it, and I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I don't like the corner that much. You can have it, buddy. No. No. Nuh-uh. I disagree, game. I disagree wholeheartedly. How come that didn't give me any meter? Well, those super dashes keep like auto-correcting to hit me on the same side. I'm like trying to fly past them. Frieza C is so instant, bro. It's just so instant. Comes out so fast. Maximum power. Trip him up, trip him up. Rockets. Combos. I was turning into combos. Get him. I was turning into combos. It was on its way. Man, I still remember back in the day, a few patches ago, this is where I would be fishing for a body change. Remember body change? Remember when that was a thing? Echo remembers. I feel like he should have vanished guard canceled. Would have been safer. And boom. Damn, GG's, GG's. I appreciate that fella rematching with me. I appreciate it. I like his team too. It's GG's.